I'm just couching it, I'm on top of it. Got a lot of topics popping off with Nathan Zagging it. They be busting balls so all of y'all can laugh it out a bit. I got golf withdrawals and fighting cars that need to be predicted. I'm just couching it, Nathan Zagging it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's us.
How's it going, guys? Just Couchin' It podcast here.
Good to be back.
Coming at you on, what is it, the third week of September?
This is the third week of September.
Dates are wrong. Dates are weird.
It's September 18th for us.
Is it?
Fight week.
Right now, yeah.
Fight week, third week of September.
It's fight week. It's end of second week fantasy draft NFL and regular NFL. We got a new champion in the UFC. His name is also Sean. That's two Seans now.
Yeah.
We got some stuff to talk about. Zach, you won. I lost.
Undefeated, man.
Nick, you lost.
I lost. I won I have two leagues going. Our podcast league, I took the L versus Ray Pittsvan. And, no, Ray Pistvan.
Fucking Matt.
Ray Pistvan. Not
Fucking
Ray
Matt.
Pistvan. Sorry.
I wonder who that dude is.
Fucking Matt.
And then it was bad because I switched up a couple players, which we talked about last episode, and it didn't turn out to be a good switch up.
I gave him awful advice.
Well, it wasn't. It was obvious plays, like where I was going to do it. I was going to do it.
Doesn't work out.
Well, I did play my studs. That was the problem. I was going to do it, and I brought it up on the podcast, and everyone confirmed what I was already going to do.
Put Calvin Ridley
play
in.
Calvin Ridley. Put Calvin Ridley in because he went off week 1. Why wouldn't he have at least the same amount of targets week 2?
Right, and then, but then you'd have to take out. Who'd you sub him for?
I subbed Calvin Ridley for. I think I sat.
I can.
Bateman, maybe.
Really?
It was hold on, let me check the specs real quick.
I feel like it was a person like, I wouldn't want to leave him out of my lineup.
So I put Calvin Ridley in. Oh no, you know who I took out? It was Garrett Wilson.
Yes,
it was Garrett Wilson.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then I switched out Kirk Cousins and I put Tua in, but Tua threw for 400-something yards and 4 touchdowns week 1.
Oh, yeah. He went off week 1.
And Kirk Cousins playing, it was a primetime game. Thursday night, I think it was.
The Vikings?
Yeah. Whenever that was. It was a primetime game for sure. I think it was on Thursday night.
Uh-huh.
The Vikings played.
Oh, yeah. They played the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
Darius Slay versus Justin Jefferson.
I was nervous about the Kirk Cousins during prime time, so I was like, well, I have JJ in one league, and I was like, okay, if JJ can go for 170 yards, maybe a touchdown, have a really stud night, and Kirk Cousins could still throw 3 picks. It's primetime Kirk Cousins. Like, you never know. He wound up going off and he almost scored just shy of 30 points, which is Tua numbers.
Yeah.
And then Tua went on to score like barely double-digit numbers.
Yeah, which is very different from week 1.
Right. And then Calvin Ridley went on to score 3 points.
Which is very different from week 1.
Yep. And then Mike Evans scored 20-something points, which is on par for week 1.
Yep.
So, with that being said, Mike Evans is going... I
forgot to play our...
So, my only reservation about putting Mike Evans in my week 3...
Was that Mike Evans in there?
Right, I think that might have been.
I heard him.
My only reservation about putting Mike Evans in on my week 3 lineup is they play the Eagles. And it's the Eagles. But it should be an offensive game. But the Eagles' defense is really good. They create pressure. It's Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
We know, like, Baker Mayfield's been doing good. They're 2-0, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But, like, who knows against the pressure that Philly can bring?
Dude, I know.
Will he be able to deliver the ball to Mike Evans as successfully as he's been against Philly's defense?
Yeah,
that is the question.
Yo,
so do I put Mike Evans in? I say yeah. As of right now.
Against Philly?
Against Philly.
Yeah.
Because if Philly goes offensive and starts scoring the ball, Tampa Bay is going to have no option but to go to the air.
Yeah, and
let me pull this thing up here.
And this year, I mean, Mike Evans, he could still be considered a stud because look at what he's done in the first 2 weeks. I mean, he doesn't really have much competition at the wide receiver position, and
it still shows.
So Mike Evans is averaging.
Nate had a
17. Mike Evans is number 2 for wide receivers right now.
Oh, really?
Number 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's position ranked number 2, which is amazing for a guy that doesn't want to be there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
well, we were just talking about that before the show started.
We were
talking about AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts.
He's ranked number 2.
They'll ball out for that paycheck. They'll ball out for them bonuses.
Yeah, dude.
Don't matter who likes who.
See, I'm even thinking St. Brown's. I have Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's questionable going into week 3.
You know, and sometimes that always makes me skeptical, and then they go off anyways. And it's like,
I know, but that's the thing. If Mike Evans is projected for 5 points more than St. Brown, and St. Brown's questionable, why would I not play Mike Evans?
What's Amon-Ra down with? Hamstring? You know what I was just talking to my dad about? It seems like all the fast guys go down with hamstrings. You know, Christian Watson, fucking Valdez-Scantling, they all get, hamstring issues if they're fast as fuck. I notice Mostert goes down hamstring sometimes.
I don't know.
Man, there's a lot. And then
Nick Chubb got hurt.
That's what I was going to say. It says he didn't break anything, but he tore 3 I don't remember which CLs it was, but it was 3 big ones.
And he did that in college too. So this is his second time with a major injury.
But that's the thing. Okay, now
I think he'll definitely. I don't think it's a career-ending injury, but season-ending.
I think it's a career-altering injury.
Absolutely,
career-altering. Maybe not ending, but altering.
The numbers will decrease.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be a Jabari Parker situation or something like that.
It's going to be like a Priest Holmes situation. Break his back and never be the same.
Oh God, dude. Yeah, it's a vicious.
Do you remember
game,
Priest Holmes, Kansas City?
Oh yeah,
that dude is a stud.
Dude was a stud.
Yeah, dude. And then he broke his back.
Yeah,
in a game.
Cam Akers.
Never the same. He was never the same. Obviously, that's a back injury.
Right, yeah.
Way different than a knee injury.
Yeah, I mean.
But.
It's one of those injuries
dude, your body,
where it just weakens everything.
Exactly. Your body's all, like, it's symmetrical. If one part of your body goes down, other parts try to compensate. I don't know. Like, your whole, the way you move with a knee injury like that, the way you move your whole body might be trying to compensate with, like, twisting, and you never know. Like, trying to cut might never be the same.
Absolutely. So the Browns are looking at Hunt.
Kareem
Hunt, yeah.
Yep.
Dude,
who's used to the dude? He's still. I looked him up. I looked him up. He's still listed as a Cincinnati.
And who is replacing?
Oh, really?
Or not Cincinnati, a Cleveland Brown. He's still listed on Yahoo.
So he was just a free agent this year.
Yep.
Who is replacing Chubb? Ford, you said?
Isaiah Ford.
Yeah. Isaiah Ford.
Right now, he's their backup, and he actually had a really, really good showing.
Mm-hmm.
He picked up. Dude,
that's what's so crazy too. One person.
I don't know if you can bank on that. For
no, and that's
I'm not talking about that, but it's like
maybe though.
That's
him as a person.
It was a Steelers defense, dude. I don't know if anyone watched the game.
Steelers defense was on one.
They were on one, and they were, dude. that was one of the harder hitting games I've seen in a while.
Oh, yeah.
It was that rivalry game where it's like, dude, the Steelers, like that AFC division where they're just like beating the shit out of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was a dog fight. The first half, I was a little snoozing. I was snoozing a little bit the first half.
Yeah.
But, like, yo,
as soon as TJ Watt put that touchdown in, it was over, dude.
Oh,
that
man.
place was rocking.
They were hitting each
Towels
other
were going.
so hard. Balls were fumbling. Dude, people were getting lit up. It was a banger of a game. It was a really good game to watch. I was heavily invested in that game. Heavily invested. I had Pickens.
He's gonna have a good year.
Oh man.
So I have San Francisco defense. In the first week, they got 14 points for me, but the second
San
week they only got
Francisco's
4.
defense.
Defenses are like,
they're hit or miss
All
because
depends on who they play against.
Yep.
not even like they could give up like a shit ton of points and still get you a lot of points because
off
they
turnovers, sacks,
interceptions. Yep. It's really weird, man.
That was like last night. The Steelers, they allowed quite a few points, but they had 6 sacks, however many turnovers, 2 pick sixes.
In reality, you could run a different defense every week.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be absurd or crazy.
Usually,
it wouldn't be.
I was
especially
seeing this thing
I do that late season. Late season, I for sure switch up defenses. After
if
the
you see
waivers
somebody
are all
that's
over
fucking-
and it doesn't matter who you drop and add.
And it's a pretty hard guess, but like it's worth a shot, to kind of
if you know there's a dog shit offense. It's like, let me play this defense.
Like, what did
against
Matt
them.
say? Heads up, fucking find out who Fields is throwing against and choose throwing to.
So yeah, he said if you want to score on fantasy, if you have any Bears players in your fantasy team, he was like, all you need to worry about is Fields' number 1 wide receiver. That's it.
Yeah.
And I benched Mooney right before the game started. He got a fat 0.
Yeah.
And he played the whole game.
And he played the Packers?
No, this was
week
played
1.
No, this was this week.
Oh.
I benched Mooney this week.
Oh, okay.
I played him week 1 and it didn't work out.
I don't think he did much against the Packers.
He didn't.
No.
I benched him this week and he got a fat 0. And I wound up starting Nico. Scored heavy points.
I think Zeus got the most points out of all of us.
He sure did. After being, I think, the lowest scoring last week, he's
Yep.
now the highest scoring this week.
He was also projected to get the least amount of wins or whatever.
Really? I kind of looked at that a little bit, but I didn't know how to really read the graph.
If I would have played either Kirk Cousins or Mike Evans, either one of them, I would have won this week. I could have played either one of them and I would have won.
Bro, who would have thought,
Who would have thought
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is going to go off in prime time?
Yeah.
Usually, Kirk Cousins flops
Still lost.
in prime time.
Still lost.
I mean, he lost, but like he went off.
Yeah. I hear you.
Honestly, that's the hardest. I think that's the hardest part about our league being a 6-man league is every one of us has starters, franchise players. We have multiple franchise players on our team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
So it's like
when we-
the hardest part is who do you play?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to come down to those 1 or 2 players where you're like, oh, well, I sat this guy this week and I started this guy this week because of the matchups, and then it was
huge.
It was flip flopped, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, I just missed out on 30 points.
Yeah.
Which was the difference between winning and losing.
All right, let's take a little pause from the action here as I sip this fresh beer. Let's take this little moment to cheers to each other. And who else? Let's see. Shout out to Zoo. Shout out to Dane. We'll do a little mid-round shout out here.
Alton,
yes. This fight's coming up. Shout out to you. I'll be seeing him tomorrow. Wait, it's Thursday. Seeing him on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll be going up there as well. Nick,
Coming up Friday.
coming up Friday.
Yeah, after work.
All All right, back to the action. Let's finish this fantasy, and then we'll move into.
Okay, I'll wrap this fantasy up before it even gets wrapped up. We're moved on for fantasy.
The UFC.
Fantasy's over.
Oh shit. Concluded.
I've got something. So this weekend, we had some going out skis. It's a different. You saw. I sent you guys both videos, dude.
Ooh, story time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, story time.
This weekend is. I realized that I don't party anymore.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh shit, he's going hard.
We went to this one bar.
Dude.
We went out to Chippewa Falls, whatever, small town. They can say it's not, but it is. Chippewa Falls is so small town. The dude that we were, he was driving us around, Chris's boyfriend, reminds me of Matt to a T. I told you about that.
Yep,
like
yep,
his personality, it was so funny. I loved him. Such a great guy. He had this Ford pickup truck, and he had his golf clubs in the bed of the truck, and we go to this bar. He drives us to this bar, and from there we Ubered everywhere, including back home. And we're Ubering, and Hannah was like, "Don't you have your clubs in the back of your truck?" He was like, "Yeah, they're fine." I was like,
so he left his truck downtown.
Left his truck downtown overnight with his clubs in an open bed overnight, and he was like, "No one's stealing my stuff." I was like,
no.
I was just like,
what
no,
town
and
is
no
it?
one did. Chippewa Falls. I was
Chippewa
like,
Falls.
Was it right on a main drag?
yeah.
Well, they should maybe there'll be like businesses with camp.
But that even
Well, that
even
they
still,
didn't get stolen.
even still,
Oh,
they didn't get stolen.
Oh.
I was like,
Yeah, man.
this is how I know you're small town.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're comfortable leaving your pickup truck with your. I don't know how expensive his clubs were, but
Yeah,
like,
man, that shit
even
stays
if
unlocked.
even if you're
We'll
if
just
you
shoot you.
have hand-me-down clubs. Even if you have hand-me-down clubs, they're still your clubs
Yeah.
that you play with. So it's like if you go back to your truck and they're missing, you're like, oh, motherfucker.
No, not.
But like he's just like, what? Why would they be gone? And we got to their place, their doors unlocked. I was like, this is small town. What do you mean? They were convinced they didn't live in small town Wisconsin. And
Now
I
I
was
got a not so small town story.
I
for
was
you.
like,
dude.
this is small town. You leave your golf clubs in your pickup truck in the middle of the downtown Chippewa Falls,
That's how I felt like in Rice Lake.
and you leave your house unlocked.
I felt
was like,
anything
this
would
is
go
small
there.
town Wisconsin.
I got a story just like that, but it's the other way around, man.
Not so small town.
Not so small town. dog.
Yeah.
I'm
Quick, Rice Lake, right there.
Yeah.
That felt like one of those towns you could
That's
leave your
one.
golf
It's the
clubs
same thing.
in and
Yeah, it
nothing
was
would
the
happen.
same feeling.
For sure. Okay.
Dude, there was one day I was out on my boat, just like on the marsh, and shit started getting a little rocky, man. Like it was raining and shit, fucking lightning, and I'm out in it. So I just get my boat back to shore, man, and I like push it to the side into some weeds, and I live like 2 minutes down the road. Like I could run there in 2 minutes, man. So I hop in my truck, I go home, and it's just downpouring until like 5 a.m. the next morning. So I sleep it off, like dry myself all off, go to bed, wake up at the ass crack of dawn to go retrieve my stuff, man. And just the boat's there. The motor's gone.
Oh,
The tackle
fuck.
box is gone. The poles are gone.
No, they
that thing is
stripped
stripped. So they had to have stripped it like in the rain, dude.
What
They were
time?
going
How long was
hard
it?
for that. I woke up at like 5:30.
Well, when did you go in?
I got out there at like 6 and I found that.
6 a.m.
Yeah. So somebody
What time did you leave it?
probably like it was fall and it was just getting dark, so probably like 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
man.
less
Just
than
overnight.
10 hours.
Yeah, fuck.
That's that north side 7, man.
Fuck.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Not so small town.
Yeah, dude.
Because you
But-
can't take the boat because it's like SS or whatever.
Yeah,
on the side.
I was getting shit on, man. I didn't want to hook it all up and shit. I just pushed it kind of off to the side, and I was like, I'll be back first thing in the morning. Make sure nobody took that fucking.
Yeah, fuck.
Well, they didn't take the boat.
That sucks.
That's
dude.
my boat.
What kind of motor was it?
Yeah, it was just a little piece of shit. Evan Rude, like
Somebody else's
6
problem now?
6 horsepower. Yeah.
Fuck.
No, it ran, man. It caught fish.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this weekend was I don't party.
Yeah, so after you fucking got to that club? You're like,
we were watching the Colorado State versus Colorado Buffaloes. So it was like rivalry, super big
you got
rivalry
the big
game.
Deion Sanders shit.
Yeah, so and I've been following Colorado football just because of Deion Sanders and all the hype. I've been trying to watch the games, and I'm not gonna lie, like they're very entertaining games.
Oh yeah,
they're super entertaining games. Like they put up points.
all the stars are out.
And I'm sure the media like covers it. That
They cover it like
they want you to
it's
like
a huge deal. And I do enjoy watching them. And we went to this stupid ass club, and it was like, or there's like this like stage area where people are dancing, and it's like sticky floor, like everyone's just like, and I instantly was just like, okay, I'm realizing that this is not my scene. Mm-hmm. You know,
dude,
like very quickly, I was like, I'm not having fun here.
Yeah. Is it a college town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Chippewa Falls.
And then I guess they said there's college or something. They said, oh, well, we have a college here. And I was like, okay, well, Madison has a few colleges around, so get the fuck out of here.
We have the college.
Right. Madison, that's the thing. There's multiple colleges in the city of Madison. And even Madison, as if you take Madison, take away Sun Prairie, take away Cottage Grove, you take away DeForest, you take away
Verona,
you take away McFarland,
anything
Wanakee,
suburb of Madison.
every suburb. Madison's tiny. Madison is small.
Yeah, because it's just like the capital.
If you take away UW-Madison, there's no downtown. Mm-hmm. There's the Capitol, and that's it. Every building downtown Madison is basically either owned or have some affiliation with UW. Like downtown Madison is ran around UW.
Absolutely.
100%. The town, the city is built around UW.
UW and the capital.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
100%.
If like that's the thing. That's why I even feel like Madison is small.
Yeah,
just Madison.
It is,
dude. But it's also weird because you got to like take.
It gives you the big city
feel.
feel.
The belt line takes you like around.
It gives you the big city feel because you have to take the belt line, all the side streets. Like there's a lot to do in.
So
Madison.
there's a lot of water right in the middle of that shit too.
There's a lot to do
That's
in
what I
Madison.
tell people all the time. There's something for everybody.
That's what makes Madison feel bigger than it is because there is a ton to do around Madison. There's sports and all this other stuff. But if you go to Milwaukee, Madison ain't shit.
No, like population wise, it's for sure.
It ain't shit, size and population wise. Like,
dude,
there's Milwaukee County. There's not Madison County. It's Dane County. There's not Madison County.
Might have to cut that part out.
No, there's a band called Madison County.
Okay,
that doesn't count.
Copyright, man.
But you know what I'm saying?
They're
like,
all right.
Like Milwaukee has Milwaukee County.
Yeah.
Madison does not have Madison County.
Nah.
It's not big enough. It's Dane County because it has all the cities and suburbs of Madison.
I heard that Austin, Texas is just like Madison, but in Texas.
It is. That's what Hannah and I were talking about. Hannah was like...
They have 7th Street, we have State Street.
Hannah was just like, well, Austin has... I was like, if you think about Madison, I was like, Madison's like... Yeah, it's the second biggest city in Wisconsin, but that's not saying a lot.
No.
That's really not saying a lot.
And how many of those people are like us?
Right. All of them. You know?
Oh, really?
Like, we aren't even in Madison. Nate and I are in Sun Prairie. We're not even population of Madison.
Oh, yeah.
We're in Sun Prairie.
Technically.
Dude, and then there's some places you're like, I feel like I shouldn't even be in Madison right now.
That's what I'm saying. Madison's small because all the suburbs make it feel big.
Like out in the country, and it's
everything. Madison looks a lot bigger because of Wanakee. You have Wanakee,
Westport. You got Westport.
DeForest. Then you have Sun Prairie going down to Cottage Grove, going down to McFarland, going down to Verona, Marshall. All of that belt line, those towns around the belt line. Monona's not Madison. It's Monona.
No, and then
Waterloo
isn't even Dane County. But it's fucking way closer than some other shit in Dane County.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the Dells is where's that? That's not Dane County. Never mind.
All the different sides of Madison are so like unique and individual too.
And it's not even
like
technically
the east side and the west side and the north side. They're all different from each
but
other.
it's all 10 minutes away from each other.
Because Middleton is exactly.
That's why
like
it's small because it's like the north side.
Well, actually, it's hard to go from west to north actually because of the belt line. That's what I was trying to say earlier. You know, the belt line kind of makes things like weird.
You can go up through
around.
You can go up.
You got to go all the way around the capital and the water.
Besides all the geography and stuff, like the only thing that makes Madison way bigger than it actually is are the surrounding towns
and the water.
And
you
the
gotta
water.
go around the water, man.
So okay, how far do you have to get in your eyes to get out of Madison? Like, because for me, like
out of Madison is like
is Verona out of Madison?
Bristol Street. Like if you go up Bristol Street,
once I hit Woodman,
like in the McFarland.
Oh yeah,
Monona area, like Verona, that's out of Madison, right? Or not really?
Yeah, Verona's not Madison.
But like when I'm in Middleton, I don't feel like I'm out of Madison.
No, me too. But it is.
I feel like I'm in the
you're in Middleton.
part. Or oh shit.
That's why I say Madison is small because Middleton still feels like Madison.
Yeah.
But
Does this feel like Madison to you?
Middleton. Yes.
No.
Dude, this feels like East Side. This feels like East Side Madison to me.
I grew up around here, so I fucking.
But that's the thing. You could get to East Side Madison in 5 minutes.
You could. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get to East
now
Town
it's all
Mall.
connected.
That's
Before
what I'm saying.
it was
Everything's connected, so it makes it feel a lot bigger than it actually is. All these other townships and provinces and city of Sun Prairie and town of Burke, that's like right outside of work, you know?
Yeah.
See that? Yeah, it's all like
all that stuff isn't
We're right on the
considered
far edge
Madison.
of it,
man, dude, I gotta tell you, it's not. Maybe
So,
not
I
the
don't
right
know.
time, but I gotta tell you about my roadie roads back in the day, dude.
That's what I guess
I had some good country roads to go cruise on back in the day, dude.
CV, dude.
something that we could be kind of getting at with this conversation, like a point to be made, is what do you guys consider small town Wisconsin?
I was just about to say, like,
You know what do you consider small town Wisconsin?
Portland.
Yeah, yeah. Did I consider Waterloo?
Yo, if it's
Columbus,
if it's springtime and it smells like poopy,
yeah,
small
dude.
town.
But dude, it
Dude,
smells
you drive around Sun Prairie and you smell that sometimes.
dude, it's literally here, right here. I can smell it when they do that. Because rank seed is a huge
that's what I'm
part
saying.
of Sun Prairie.
But that's like a lot of people would say like, oh, you have midget races in Sun Prairie? That's
Yeah,
small
man.
town. I'd be like,
well, a lot of people aren't even gonna know what we're talking about.
That's why, bro. That's why.
I was about to say there's a lot of places that like you were saying earlier, they want to be small town, but they're not quite there.
They ain't. And there's
Beaver
places
Dam,
that are
Appleton.
small town.
Dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Appleton's not small town.
But they want to be.
They want to be, but it's not.
Beaver Dam just thinks they're
Beaver Dam.
small town because they're off the map.
Okay, Beaver Dam might
shit.
be small town. Beaver Dam's weird.
got some more
Beaver
fun-
Dam's weird town.
But like we just
Beaver Dam's fucked up.
It's a little weird, man. There's nothing out there.
A little weird?
No, they
it's
do
all weird.
they
What do you
like,
go to Beaver
uh,
Dam for?
Hunting.
golfing.
That's where we go hunting. Pheasant hunting is Beaver Dam.
and we've all been golfing there.
Oh yeah, the Old Hickory.
Yeah.
That is a good golf course.
Yeah, we were there. I think they spiked their drinks or something. I don't know. We weren't hitting that good.
I was just about to say, man, I feel like Beaver Dam is a place you get taken to get killed
Yeah.
in the corn.
Yeah. That's Beaver Dam. That's what I'm saying. It's not.
Dude, I
Dude,
didn't
our
wanna-
clips. These clips are
It
gonna go
is-
viral in just a couple
it
people.
Is small town
in Wisconsin.
but it's like weird small town.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say nothing until he was like, "Yeah, they spiked our drinks."
Chippewa Falls.
See, I knew it.
Have you even heard of that place?
Chippewa.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Black River Falls.
Yeah, that's
All I know about
that small town.
Dude, I will say this too.
It's small town though.
If you
Yeah.
have a casino,
Anything north?
you're not small.
You're made.
Town.
You got it made. No,
because Chippewa Falls, I can tell by the name.
no, it's Black
Here's a
Black
weird one.
River
They got
Falls.
a fucking.
Black River Falls has the casino, not Chippewa.
Then you got like Wisconsin Dells.
Is it called Chippewa Falls?
No, it's Black
Casino?
River Falls Casino.
You got
That's
Wisconsin.
why I said Black River Falls has the casino. It's Black River Casino.
Wisconsin Dells.
We
is
drove
like-
by it this weekend. We drove by it a few weeks ago. You and I drove by it.
Yes, we
Black-
did.
on the way to Rice Lake.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, we should.
Yeah. But we're also going to casino this weekend.
You ever hang out with someone from Wisconsin Dells?
And
they're always like, this would be a small town if it wasn't for all them damn tourists.
Yeah, and it's like
Rob asked me to work Saturday.
Rob?
Yeah. He asked me to work on Saturday. I was like,
what the heck?
He was like, well, Nate and Zach are going to be gone at the fight. And I was like,
me too.
It's like, yeah. I know. I'll be with them. Also, not only can I not work on Saturday, but can I get out of work early on Friday?
Yeah. Did you say that?
No. I thought about it, but I was like, I'll save it for Friday. I'll just be like, dude, I gotta go.
Same thing. I was like, can I get out of work early on Thursday? But I'm like, I'm gonna just save it.
Yeah.
I'll just hit him with it when the time comes. Poor Rob.
Because I'm working Friday morning. Like I work all day Friday. I didn't take off any days.
How far of a fucking drive is it?
It's 3 hours from work to
Did you just say
Mystic
you
Lake.
can
It's
drive
3
a ball
hours.
farther than me?
Shit, I just got to pick up Dana, so I got like a 4-hour drive probably. But Rice Lake is basically on the way.
It's a little up and over.
My
but
drive
yeah.
goes
Not
about 180.
too far.
It's not too far.
What?
My drive goes about 180.
It's like 3
minutes?
hours.
Oh, I thought we were talking about golf. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
you're so dumb. That's a week drive, anyways.
I know.
Anyways, yeah, it's like a 3-hour drive. I'm thinking even if I had to stay at work till 4 o'clock, if I left work at 4 o'clock, I'd get there at 7.
Wait, what'd you say?
Even if I left work at 4 o'clock on Friday, I would get to Mystic Lake at 7 o'clock.
PM?
Yeah, which is before the fight starts.
Oh, shit, man. We're going to be like following each other. Well, no, wait. No, you're leaving on Friday.
Yeah. I'm going day of fight. Even if I'm hoping to leave work like an hour early so I can get there at like 6 o'clock.
You got to speed, dude.
I'll be fine. He's the main event.
So I'm getting my room for Saturday night.
He's like
too,
either the main event or close to, right?
He's not the main event.
He's the one. There's main, and then there's him.
Okay. And
Because
it starts at 9. The card starts at 9, right?
The main is a title fight, and the co-main is a title fight, I believe, right?
And the card starts at 9 p.m.
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I read. It starts at 9. So
Yeah. And then I figured Saturday would be our golfing day.
that's why I said even if I leave work at 4 o'clock, I would get to Mystic Lake at 7.
No, Saturday's all rain.
Fuck!
Yeah.
And
I hate to break it to you, man.
honestly, like, I probably can't golf anyways because I'm going to have to get back home.
I'm bringing my clubs.
Yeah, I'm bringing them just
I'm
in
gonna have to
case,
get
but
back home.
It is what it is.
Nellie's getting fixed on Thursday, so I'm going to...
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, she's getting fixed, so I got to be home
Well, we
as
can.
much as
Poor
possible.
puppy.
We'll golf tomorrow night then. We'll get it out of the way just in case. Hey.
You hear that, Rob? No, I'm just
Oh, speaking of Rob, but
That's what Rob wanted me. He was like, if you work on Saturday, you can take next Friday off. And he was like, you and I can go golf. We'll do a full 18 and get fucked up. I was like,
oh, that sounds fun.
I was just like, I'll let you know. I told him I'll let him know. I was like,
we'll do a full 18 and get fucked up.
I was like, dude, just get up at 4 a.m. on Saturday, drive right into work, be there by 8 and be like, I'm here. Can I have off next Friday? Can I have off and we go golf next Friday? I'm okay. Give me something to do, boss man. Just all fucking haggard after the fight. 3 hours of sleep. Like, I've done it before.
Oh, yeah, I heard a story about that.
I've done it a few times before. I've done it before where Rob walks by me and he's like, hey, yo, whoa.
Okay, but no. Okay, we got we're at the zoo for the company shit, and some dude walks up, and he's just trying to small
It
talk.
was so funny, Zach. You had to be there. It was so
Dude,
goddamn
he told
funny.
me about it.
He was just trying to small talk, and
He worked at a Waukesha Kia store.
we're just being like nice. Oh, and then like Nick described it. He's like, when you're looking at your phone and you're like, like here.
Like when you're done with the conversation and someone's talking to you and you're just
turn
like,
the attention
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how some people end
And
conversations, but Rob doesn't do it like that. He'll just say something like super sarcastic or
like the most sarcastic
He'll just
you
troll
can
you.
imagine.
he'll
Yes.
troll you enough until you're like, okay, well, I don't want to talk anymore. At least
Like-
that's how I took it.
Yeah.
And
For me, it made me feel a little uncomfortable.
he goes, oh, how is it down in Madison? And he's like, oh, it's fucking terrible.
Rob, without skipping a beat, it's awful. It's terrible.
Terrible. It's way worse than Milwaukee.
He's like, between the riots and the looting, we don't know what to do.
Dude, it's like, dude.
People are stealing cars. Like,
That's how people view us, man.
And then the guy was like, oh, I was going to move down there. And he's like, no,
don't do it.
don't do it.
It's awful. It's horrible.
Like, oh my God.
We love Milwaukee.
Leanne's dying. Yeah, that's
No, is that what he said?
Yeah, he's like, we love it here.
We love it here. We love coming to Milwaukee.
Bruh.
Milwaukee's
That's funny.
fucking trash. If anyone to all my family, all my friends, mostly family, to those of you that live in Milwaukee and the surrounding areas, such as us to Madison, do yourselves a favor and come to Madison. Like,
It's cool over
Milwaukee
here.
is fucking garbage.
Unless
we
you
don't
got a
like
boat.
driving there
It's
anymore.
so
Just get
bad.
over it.
Come on, Madison's where it's at.
Unless
It's
you got a boat.
fine.
Unless you got a boat.
They'll take that shit.
If you leave it out in the fucking lake, maybe.
That's just the north side.
Yeah, north. He said north. Even.
I didn't say that.
He said north side.
Maybe I did.
But yeah, if you live in Milwaukee, get out of Milwaukee and come to Madison because it's greater than Milwaukee.
It is. Yeah, it really is. Even the driving.
I'll
10 times.
I will struggle to ever leave Madison. I'll say
Same.
it right now.
Yeah.
Even though like Sun Prairie, Madison
Me and my girl
area,
talk about that too.
like Hannah and I talk about it regularly, where it's like
Not happening.
we could pick up and leave. Like
But it's going to be
the
someplace
auto
warm.
industry, the auto industry is transferable anywhere.
Absolutely, man.
You know, but
You'd have to go someplace warm to make
are
it
we
worth it.
willing to leave all our friends and family? First off, that's a huge leap, and it would have to be somewhere
I would.
warm 24/7.
100%.
For me, I've done it plenty of times in my life. What's another time of picking up and moving?
Probably
Like,
one last one,
It
too.
would suck. It would suck, but it would be like if I moved somewhere warm, I know that the people that I met and grew relationships with here would come and visit me still. I don't feel like I would cut ties with
No.
everyone.
No, if
Leaving
anything, you might
here.
start something. We all might just jump.
Right,
ship
but that
and fuck,
like
be
everywhere.
Fuck this.
like,
Hawaii sounds pretty dope.
Just
Before
buy a
in my life,
triplex.
right? Hannah, we talked about
Triplex?
Hawaii.
That's dope.
Hawaii is so expensive to live. Like us three would have
just-
to buy one house in Hawaii.
Well, I don't want to go to Hawaii. But
Hawaii's
we could-
badass.
I gotta
We could get
visit
a-
it. It's on my bucket list.
yeah, it would be
for
awesome to
sure.
visit. I want to visit it. I want to visit it. I shouldn't say that. I want to visit it. I would never want to live there.
I
Yeah,
don't
Hawaii's rough. It's expensive.
care
to
too
live.
much about
Yeah.
Australia, but it would be like because if
I
you
like-
go and visit there, it would just be touristy shit.
Yeah.
Well, in the touristy places, I think are like the only clean places.
Let's talk about
It's pretty dirty when it's not touristy. Is that true?
Well, I mean the stuff
know,
that
I've
like
never
in
been.
my head that I would want to
You
visit
never been to Hawaii?
is all the
Oh, Hawaii?
Yeah.
oh my
I've
bad,
been to
my
Hawaii.
bad.
Yeah. Hawaii's dope.
I was just saying, like the touristy places are clean, and then like when you get outside of the touristy places, is it dirty?
No, see where I lived in Hawaii, it was on the most tourist island, Oahu, and it was, we lived off base, like way away from all the touristy stuff. It was amazing. It was
Shit.
awesome. I think depending on where you go, you know, it can be that way, especially with the more and more mainstream all the stuff gets, because like Hawaii is an island.
Yeah.
It's not getting any bigger. It's a limited space.
Yeah.
And you constantly have people visiting there
It's
and
lava that
leaving,
turned
visiting
into
there
rock.
and leaving, visiting there and leaving.
Yeah.
And the only people that constantly stay are the locals. So they're left trying to clean up all the mess from their self and the tourists.
Oh, yeah.
So it just, like, it can get overwhelming because there's only so much space to go. There's only so many people.
Everyone wants to party in your front yard and not pick up the mess.
There's only so many people that actually live on the island and deal with that every day that it can get overwhelming, especially when you have it so mainstream nowadays to be like, oh, we're taking a crazy trip to Hawaii, like all this stuff where it's super mainstream and like influencers go do their trip to Hawaii and all this stuff, and it brings a lot of like unwanted and unneeded attention to the island.
Yeah,
because it is an island with very limited resources already, and then you're bringing all that outside influence and outside trauma to the island that just takes away from it. Everything outside that comes to the island has to take something away from the island because it's an island.
Yeah.
You know, they import almost everything.
Yeah.
So what you don't like, everything that tourists come and use takes away from the people that actually live and go through it. So it's like the more, it's supply and demand. So like the more tourists you have, the limited supply everything makes everything more expensive for the people that actually live there and deal with the shit and the cleanup. And like, yeah, it's good money because you have tourists, but like, do you really want to live your life off of trying to support someone's fantasy vacation?
Right. No
one wants to do that.
Wants to do that?
It's good money, but it's not what you started out there doing.
Yeah, that's
all those local
about.
Islanders. Like it is a suit. Like that's a
lot different than the Dells.
That's a huge thing with like Hawaii is like intrusion in their natural resources. Yeah. As an island, because it is limited resources being an island. Like anyone that comes that isn't native is like intruding on their natural resources and their natural, like the whole island is in a sense one of like, I'm not going to say it's one of the like 7-9 wonders of the world, but like, dude, it's a set of islands that's 30 by 30.
If you look at
in the middle of the fucking ocean,
you look at
like it's an anomaly.
Google Earth,
like if
it's
you
so in the middle,
it's literally
it's a thing until you
it's like the most secluded you can get.
It's fucking awesome
on our planet.
All right, let's switch.
And people lived there before anyone even traveled there, so it's just like it's an experience that is. It's like if you travel to Hawaii, it's like being on in another country.
Yeah, I'm
it's
excited.
Crazy.
I would like to take a trip.
Yeah, and it gives you more respect for it too if you think about it in like a way of like, well, not just like, well, I paid for this vacation. It should be this, and this, and this, and I paid for all this shit. But like, okay, I paid for the right to come here and experience what these people can offer. And if it doesn't line up, then it doesn't line up. And there's always every door that closes, another door opens, and you could experience something greater. It's like, dude, it's an island in the tropics. There's infinite possibilities for you.
Average ticket from Milwaukee.
I gotta piss.
I don't know if this is there and back. Let's see here. No, it's just there. So one-way ticket average is from Milwaukee to Hawaii around $500 to $800.
I was gonna say
one way, which is not bad,
not horrible.
So you're looking at $1,500, $1,000 to $1,500, $1,600 for your flight travels there and back. When you think about in today's economy, that's not bad. And I'm sure
for what a lot of people, I mean, I can only speak for some people, but for a lot of people going to Hawaii.
No, that's round trip. Round trip.
Going to Hawaii for a lot of people is a once or two time experience in a lifetime, unless you have people that there, or you live there, or you have reason to travel there. it is an expensive trip, so it is for a lot of families like a once in a lifetime experience.
Now that I click on it, it looks more like 700 to 900
It
average.
is so worth it. I would say if you could experience going to Hawaii, it would be really worth it. But I would also go with a sense of like, not just like, oh, I paid for this vacation, I earned it, I deserve the best care. But like you go in a sense of like, I'm trying to experience the culture and like what Hawaii actually is as a whole, with like,
if I went to Hawaii,
nature aspect,
I would like to go camping somewhere.
The nature aspect,
For sure.
It's super, like, dude, Hawaii, it's one of the most cultural places I've ever lived. I lived in Texas, like Hispanic culture, super heavy influence Hispanic culture down in Texas where I lived. Hawaii culture is like some of the best culture. Like that, it's island. They're all stuck on an island together. Like you have to love each other.
Yep.
You know, like it is like Ohana means family. Like it is just like
Ohana.
Like everyone, you just look out for each other.
So
what are you gonna do? You're gonna have beef with someone forever on an island? You can, but like you squash your beef and you get on with it.
Round trip averages $700 to $900 to Hawaii, depending on what island you go to.
That's a lot of cheese.
Yeah,
It's
but
cheddar.
that's
probably
there
worth
and
it.
back.
But that's what I said. For a
That's
lot of
there
people, it's
and
like
back.
a once in a lifetime experience. You go to Hawaii once and you're just like, wow, that was amazing. It's like a lot of people go like travel abroad and go to Cancun once in their life and they're like, or go to like South America or something once in their life and they're just like, wow, that was amazing. Like it's the same thing for Hawaii. It's still part of the United States, but it is like, it does not feel like the United States.
The United States isn't tropical.
No,
You know?
it's like, dude, you're overseas. If like you feel it, you're just like, oh yeah.
And then not even just like,
And it's not even
it's the food. It's the
And not even-
the way the people look. It's
because
man.
they draw tourists from
international. It
Japan,
seems international.
China.
I just think of rocket power. That was
Like-
in
if you
Hawaii,
think about
right?
it, Hawaii is central to not only the United States but to Asia.
Is Hawaiian pizza actually a thing over there?
Yeah.
Or did we just make that up?
I mean, it is made up by Americans, but they do
Put pineapple on pizza.
put
It's like
pineapple
fortune
on
cookies.
pizza. Like they just call it pizza there though.
Oh yeah.
Would you like pineapple on pizza?
Yeah,
I
I'll
can
around
fuck with it as
Put a
long
little
as they
barbecue on
don't.
it.
If it's
put
a true Hawaiian pizza,
as long as they don't put the pineapples
They put
in the
barbecue
oven.
on it?
see that's
You got
got
to put the pineapples on afterwards, so they're
that's
like
the thing.
cold.
That's the thing. A lot of people, it's they
they're
say
warm,
they
they're-
say, oh, pineapple on pizza. See, you don't just throw pineapple.
Has
on
to be
any
Canadian
pizza.
bacon.
You don't put
Yes.
pineapple in the oven.
You
Has
don't
to
just
be
put
ham.
pineapple on any pizza. You put pineapple on a Hawaiian pizza with the Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
like it has to be.
You
the
said
Hawaiian
that like a
pizza.
Canadian there, eh?
with the Canadian
With
bacon.
the Canadian bacon.
The
dude.
Canadian bacon, eh?
You don't put lettuce in the fucking microwave.
You don't put lettuce and mayo in a microwave. Hot mayo sandwich, dude.
Ooh.
It's like you get a
Protein.
McChicken, like you get a McChicken from McDonald's and you put it in the microwave after it's been sitting in the fridge all night, and it's like the
builds your
lettuce is
immune
all
system,
wilty, the mayo's hot, everything else is soggy.
It's a hot mayo sandwich, bro. Just mayo and 2 pieces of bread, microwaved.
You're gonna make me puke.
Man, there was this one time I got in an argument with Danny back in the day, and I lost my appetite,
I'm
so
sorry,
I
man.
fucking threw away this fucking spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's.
Oh shit.
And I got back from work and I was like, fuck, I'm hungry. And it was in like a fresh garbage bag.
Oh no.
There was like nothing else in it, so I took it out and I fucking looked at it and it was like,
Took it
well, it's
out.
still in the wrapper. So I fucking took a couple bites and it was like such a soggy mayo. Like the bun was already, it was like 5 hours later. And it was just like,
Just surviving.
I put it back. I was like about to throw it back out. And then I was like,
I really want.
I really want
Yeah,
this. Like I
but
really
I'm
just
hungry,
want to
though.
enjoy this.
You're like,
So I ate that
it's worth
motherfucker.
it.
I'm not going to lie.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, I ate it. And
Liked it.
Nah.
No, I didn't.
No,
It
that's
sucked.
the thing.
Well, you won't
That's
tell
the
your
thing,
friends
is
you
It's just
liked
like, man, you finish eating it and you're just like,
I know a girl like that.
whatever. Whatever. I'm just going to go to bed.
All right. Okay. Last subject before we end this thing. We're going to play a song quick.
We have your winner, Hamza.
Your wife is your husband. Everybody. I'm coming for everybody. Kill everybody. I'm the job. I'm the king. Get everyone.
My balls was hot.
So Kamzat's
You're welcome.
fighting.
Comms win.
He's fighting. It's coming up.
Oh shit.
He's fighting Paulo Costa.
He would fuck up Sean Strickland so fucking bad.
Who?
Hamzat would take down
Oh,
Sean in like 2 seconds.
Yep. Oh yeah, they're in the same weight class.
Literally, Kevin
Yeah.
Holland has a black belt in
shit.
jiu-jitsu, and it didn't do shit against.
Yeah. Fuck, that ain't gonna last long for Sean Strickland. I didn't even think about that.
Dude, Hamzat, like literally
294.
If a champion is like balls enough to, but I don't know if Hamzat could make
Hamzat's
170.
not. I know.
So Kamzat's fighting Paulo Costa at middleweight, obviously. UFC 294, October 21st.
He's gonna fucking.
They're the
I think
co-main
Colby would give him a
event.
run for his money.
I think
Luke Rockhold almost beat Paul. Like, yo, Hamzat's gonna fuck
Yeah.
him up.
yeah.
Hazmat will
See,
fuck
the
him
thing
up.
There is the first round chance of
the first round
fresh
chance, and that's the thing.
steroid juiced up Paulo Costa.
Paula is like, he's super top heavy. He's like the ideal. When you look at his body, he's like cut. The man's chiseled from marble. He's like,
He's got the
he's
secret
got the
juice, dude.
physique of. He's got the perfect physique, Paulo Costa. But
Jesus Christ, dude.
if he gets on his back, he's gonna be stiff as a board, and Kamzat's gonna do
That
whatever he
sounds
wants
nice.
to him. So
That sounds real good. That's a good pay-per-view.
I think Kamzat's gonna win that fight. The main event on UFC 294 coming in October 21st. It's honestly the next good card coming up, so that's the only reason I'm bringing it up. It's a month away, but the main event is Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira.
Again, okay.
Running it back.
Dude, you got.
Johnny Walker's on that card too.
Oh, good lord!
Hey, he made it back into
Yeah,
the UFC.
dude.
I keep
Yes.
I just cheer for him every time.
Dude, he's so sweet.
I never learned my.
Oh, he's
lessons.
fighting this guy, Muhammad. You've seen his face.
So they give him a wrestler.
They give him a wrestler.
Oh, because maybe he'll knee him in the face.
Yeah, maybe.
He keeps getting knocked out 7 times in a fight from one punch.
Yeah, like.
And
Yeah.
then obviously,
wake up, and fall back over.
obviously, come November 11th, we're looking at the
When you're playing 2K
the
with bad
card of the
internet,
year.
dude.
The card of the year. Everyone's waiting for this fight. I'm waiting for this fight specifically. John Jones.
Oh, shit.
Tail of the tape. It's John Jones
It's just gonna be too easy for him.
versus Stipe.
It's no competition, man.
I think it'll be a better fight than the Cyril Gane fight for sure. I think
Yeah,
it'll be a
John
way
Jones is
better
going to
fight.
have way more respect. I don't know if
Out
it
of
should
Stipe,
be
yeah.
there.
Yo, I was not expecting John Jones to fuck up Gain that.
I was
fast.
expecting-
Either was I, but it was because he didn't respect
I was expecting John Jones to fucking murder him.
him. I didn't
Me
know
too,
it was
but not
going to
that
happen
fast.
like
I didn't
that.
think it was going to be a submission.
No, I thought
I thought it was
going to
be like a beatdown.
I didn't think it was gonna be in like 36 seconds.
That's where when he was like, "Listen, I don't even want this guy
we all
to be
knew
next to
John
me."
Jones was going to beat Cyril Gane.
yes.
We all knew.
Oh
it.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
We all know John Jones is beating Stipe.
for
yeah,
sure.
he is.
The thing,
probably
I
even-
guess, the thing that I'm looking forward to is, I want to see Stipe.
Bleed.
No, I want to see. I want to see Stipe get dirty. Like I want to see him get chippy. I want to see him like not headbutt him, but like I want to see some shots, you know, like almost like some headbutt shit where it's like I want to see him like grinding, like
Ngannou.
Yeah, yes.
He fought Ngannou and he fucked him up. Have you seen that fight? Stipe versus Ngannou?
No,
not the one where because I think they fought twice. I think Ngannou beat him the second time, didn't he?
I would imagine
to beat the belt, to get the belt. Yeah, the first time they fought, Stipe fucking like took him to deep waters.
That's what I'm saying. That's like
it was
I think if Stipe Stipe gets it a little dirty, I think if Stipe gets it a little dirty, it might get like the biggest thing I feel like with John Jones. That like, dude, he's so good. He's so technical. You got to get under his skin, dude. There's no way to beat him unless you get under his skin. No, you think Cyril Gane's getting under his skin? The only person that came close to getting under his skin was DC. Well, and it almost worked. No,
he was scared of.
We all
sugar. Man, he said it was the one fight he fought in scared, and he thinks that's why he won because he was scared. Gave him a little edge.
The Gustafson.
Yeah, John Jones.
The Gustafson John Jones fights were that was a banger, but like, but I just feel like if Stipe can bring it a little bit more dirty and not do
Rampage Jackson. He was
Rampage.
Scared. He was scared of Rampage, and he admitted to it too. He was like, I was scared of him. It's like, I think it gave me an edge.
But that's Rampage. Rampage is a wild card. Like he brings that weird energy that's like you don't know what's gonna happen.
That's the last time he's been scared of an opponent.
That's what Stipe's got to bring. Stipe's got to bring that wild card energy where he just comes out like a freaking madman. If he comes out like a madman and just the thing with John Jones is like pressure. Like he always is like he's always got either the perfect counter to the pressure or he brings the pressure.
Yeah.
Like,
except for that Dominic Reyes fight. I think he was just over it.
Yeah, dude. But John Jones, we all saw Dominic Reyes after that fight. Dominic Reyes was never the same after he fought John Jones. Dominic Reyes,
we talked about that. That was fun.
He's almost done in the UFC after he fought John Jones. Like John Jones ruined Dominic Reyes. He did.
That's what happens from elbows.
Dominic Reyes' chin was never the same, dude.
Yeah.
Never the same.
That Muay Thai is crazy shit.
Like, I just think if Stipe can, like, I want to see Stipe do some dirty shit. Not like illegal and like, like eye poker, weird shit like that, but like, come out like Derek Lewis with some weird, like, you know, like some funky shit.
That's the only way he's gonna, like,
right.
Yeah, you gotta.
When John Jones is trying to bear, like I sent you the video where it's like, everyone says jiu-jitsu is the king of MMA, and then here's Derek Lewis, and it's just like he's sitting there, and some dude's trying to like, put him in like a freaking whatever arm bar, try and put him in like a shoulder lock or something, and he's just like, okay, I'm gonna get up. Like he just stands up in the middle of like some dude trying to do some crazy submission. He's like,
a lot of people forget about that.
We're done with this. Like that's the shit that Stipe needs to be willing to do is like, hey, I'm gonna stand up now. Like I don't care what it takes. I'm getting up.
People give up. People just submit their back and they're just accepted like as a
Cyril
position.
Gane, dude, he put his back to the cage and got choked out like a freaking bitch, dude.
Yeah, dude, like a little
No offense. But
no,
that
the
was
last
like,
person that got choked out that hard was Lyoto Machida, and it was also by John Jones.
Oh my God, and it sent him to fucking Bellator. I don't know if that one was the one that sent him to Bellator, but I don't know. That was Lyoto Machida absolutely eating the mat after John Jones does a standing guillotine on him.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I saw that one.
Standing guillotine. I think it was the first ever.
Just like this, and then you see him let go, and Machida just goes and eats the mat, bro. It's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to Bellator after that.
Dunzo Bunzo.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Literally like John Jones choked him. He couldn't tap because he went out. The referee separated it. He heard the person actually came on. Everybody heard it in the arena. Finish him. And instead of doing that, he was like, nah, I'm a Christian. And he just dropped him.
He just walked away.
But that was almost a finish in itself. Boom!
Watching
His
him.
face just hit the ground, dude.
He ate knee and then mat. And it was like his arms were to his side and he just like kind of curled out. And once his chin hit the mat, he kind of flattened out. And it was like...
Dude, his eyeballs hit the floor, bounced off the canvas, dude.
Dude.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying is like, John Jones is that guy.
He's him.
He's him. He is him. But
Absolutely. The GOAT.
Look at Izzy. Izzy was him. Izzy was that guy.
Izzy is almost...
Izzy was in talks of the best middleweight in history over Anderson Silva.
He made the rest of the weight class look like little boys.
Yeah, but...
until Pereira came around.
There's still a lot of time.
Until Pereira came around.
There's
and then
never
Sean
been
Strickland
a
might have got it.
3-time
middleweight
champion.
He could get the belt back and he could
will
defend it.
I know he'll get it back.
And he could defend it through a few more title defenses, but then it's still just like everyone has their bugaboo. Everyone has it.
Alex
like,
Pereira,
dude,
man.
DC is supposed to be John Jones, but not even DC could get under his skin enough.
Yeah.
The only way DC beat him was from the no contest.
Yeah.
Fucking
like off a fluke.
Pereira
weird.
already beat Strickland.
What was that?
Yeah.
Alex Pereira, Poetan.
I saw some stuff that it was
Strickland.
like, do you think
ever
Izzy?
since
You think
Alex Pereira came along, Izzy hadn't been the same.
You think Izzy will
him up
try
mentally.
moving up 205 just to beat Pereira there?
No. I think
s-
Pereira could move down, and I agree with what you said.
Yeah. Because
it's
especially
in the
with him
back of his
bouncing
head.
between sports, man.
But I think Pereira
he
could go
chased
back
him
down
to
to,
another
to
sport.
fuck Strickland up.
See, I think Pereira could
To
be
beat him down.
double champ for sure.
He could
But
easily be
I
the
also
first.
feel like just as easily like Pereira could be light heavyweight champ, 205 champ.
Yes.
How could Izzy not beat him then at 205?
You're right. Because I think
How
it's
could
less
Izzy
of a
not
weight
beat
cut.
him then?
I think Pereira would get up to like 240. And
Izzy
Izzy would
wouldn't
be like,
cut.
what?
Izzy wouldn't cut.
So he's like 207
Last fight
or
when he
something?
fought
What is
Jan, he didn't even make weight.
Oh, shit. So
He was
he's not-
underweight.
Shit.
He was eating a slice of pizza on the scale.
Izzy was?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't. He walks around like 200, right?
Yeah. So like that's like
Yeah, that's
like you
hard.
say is like Pereira could be champ 205, move down to 185 and essentially be double champ. Izzy, if Pereira's champ, who's to say Izzy can't move up and beat Pereira at 205? He already beat him at 185.
I don't know if Izzy beats him at 205.
I don't
No,
know either,
I don't
but
think so.
you don't know until you know.
That's true too. I didn't
That's
think
great,
Sean
yeah.
Strickland was going
But
to be Izzy.
everyone thought Pereira was going to run through Jan at 205 because he's like, oh, well, 185, he's a massive 185. Why would he not, like, give the Polish power a little bit of run for his money if he doesn't have to cut?
Also,
And it was like, okay, well, that fight wasn't as one-sided as everyone thought it would be.
let's say fucking.
If you're a Pereira fan, a lot of people thought Pereira was like, well, duh. Of course he's going to do well at 205. He's a beast at 185.
yeah, I thought he was gonna fucking murder Jan. Honestly,
Dude, I did too.
I was.
And it was just like,
But it was
Jan
closer
didn't even
than-
wrestle. Jan didn't even try wrestling him. And
He
it
was
was
worried about that
And it
knee.
was still close. So it's like, okay, is Jan as big of a problem at 185 as everyone thinks? We've only seen him one fight at 205. We've only seen him fight once at 205, and it wasn't a stunner like everyone thought it was going to be.
Right.
So, same, but that was how the Izzy fight went with Jan.
yeah.
It was the same type of fight where it was like you expected a little bit more from Jan. Obviously, Izzy lost on decision because Jan wrestled a lot more with Izzy because he's big as fuck. But like, we all know Alex Pereira's not wrestling with Izzy.
No. I don't think he...
So, given, dude, it's a 50-50. They're 1-1 with each other in the UFC.
In the UFC, yeah.
So it's like, who's to say making that step up to 205 if Pereira is ever the champ? Izzy has a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, no, it's 50-50.
It's just it's weird to think about because Pereira's huge, and you would think if he's the champ at 205, what's stopping him at 185? Unless Izzy's a champ. If Izzy's a champ at 185, that champ looks a lot harder than if Strickland's a champ at 185. 10 times harder for Pereira.
Yeah, because if Pereira gets the belt at 205,
yep.
There is the option of Strickland moving up to get his rematch, but you can't sell that the same way.
Strickland wouldn't.
You can't sell somebody moving up for a rematch, but you could totally sell if you had Pereira winning the belt
and then moving down for champ.
Yeah. But the other way around, it's not.
And that's the thing. Strickland moving up is not happening. Okay, maybe him moving up is happening, but
Hazmat looks bigger than him.
But him moving up and beating Pereira at 205, that's not happening. That's not happening at all.
No. So
not for Strickland, at least.
Strickland doesn't have a lot of options as a champ, to be honest.
I don't think so either yet. Yeah.
Because he can't.
I think he's got to prove himself.
Yeah.
You got to prove yourself as champ. If he doesn't get the rematch, he's got to run through Robert Whittaker. He's got to run through Paulo. He's got to run through Khamzat. He's got to defend Jared Cannonier.
Yeah.
Dude, Jared Cannonier's a beast.
I think
dude, there's
for Sean Strickland, I think becoming champion will maybe make something just click, and maybe he'll be like, shit, I got to go to work now because this can fucking happen.
Dude, if he did that Floyd Mayweather shit, the only thing is when a wrestler comes in there that doesn't give a fuck about that shit.
A sense of urgency.
Why I want Izzy to be the champ. I want Izzy. I want Strickland and Izzy to rematch. I want Izzy to win, and I want Paulo Costa and Khamzat to fight, and I want Khamzat to fight Izzy for the belt.
Hazmat,
dude.
I don't think Hazmat's losing another fight.
I don't think so. I don't think Khamzat would beat Izzy for the belt.
I think Hazmat is literally that guy.
I would love to see Izzy try to defend the wrestle. We haven't seen Izzy defend the wrestle for the belt.
Not really.
Well,
no.
yeah,
but that was a 205.
It was for the belt, but not defending.
So that's the thing is dude, if you bring a 185 to Izzy's playground, essentially, if he's the champ and Khamzat tries to wrestle him, ooh, that would be a fight, bro.
Because who would you pick against Jan versus Hazmat?
Going for a takedown,
Jan versus Khamzat.
That would be a wrestling match. I would almost give it to Jan.
I would give it to Jan. See, I would prefer Jan in the 205. I would prefer Jan at 205 because I think he has good enough wrestling. I think he has good enough wrestling that Khamzat might not rely on that solely, where then he's got hands too.
Oh, Jan's got
hands.
Super big hands. They're weird Polish hands.
So I think that could be an interesting fight if Khamzat does go 205 because he has issues making 185. So he's obviously big enough to make the 205. He can't make weight half the time.
Hazmat, yeah.
So he could make light heavyweight.
I think he's only had issues making 170.
Oh, really? That was Colby Covington weight class and Nate Diaz. Oh yeah.
He's missed weight 2 times at 170.
So 185 is the jump that he needed to make.
But I feel like he still looks. I don't know. Yeah, we'd have to see what he walks around at. I know he's bigger than Sean Strickland.
But that's the thing. I feel like if I'd like to see Izzy defend the belt because Izzy versus Khamzat, if it's not a title shot, it's not going to be as serious. I do feel like Izzy would take it serious, but I don't know. I feel like Izzy defending the belt is a better option with Khamzat than a chance to get to the belt. If they don't do the Strickland rematch, if Izzy and Strickland don't rematch for the belt. So and so, I saw some other
Dana
reports.
confirmed it already.
I saw Dana saying he wanted to make the rematch right away, but I saw a lot of reports that were saying like, "Oh, Izzy should fight the winner between Costa and Hamzat." But I feel like that fight would just be a bigger card if it were a title fight. Izzy and Hamzat title fight.
That would be a
huge fight. That would be a huge card.
All right, let's wrap this one up here. We're at 110. That was a good one. Shout out to Alton. I hope you lock this guy up with all due respect.
I want to see him bleed.
Violence.
Not Alton.
Let's bring the violence.
Yeah, we'll be there for Alton, supporting him. Win or loss, we're hoping for the win. We know we're confident in the win, but we'll be there for our boy either way.
Yes, sir.
Always. Hoping for the best. He's training for the best. That's all we can ask for is the best of him, which we know he's gonna bring. So
all I know, he's been pretty quiet.
That's how you know.
Training camp. He's focused.
He's bringing the best. He's bringing the best. We're all hoping for it. We're all waiting for it. We're gonna see it. You guys are gonna see it on ESPN Fight Pass, and yeah, he'll have a show for you guys. We'll have a little bit of a show for you guys too afterwards.
Mystic Lake, Prior Lake, Minnesota.
Prior Lake, Minnesota. UFC Fight Pass.
LFA.
ESPN Plus.
Catch our logo on those shorts.
Catch the logo on the shorts.
Yes, sir.
I forgot about that. Fuck.
The Bowman.
LFA.
He's got big things, dude. I feel it. I've got a feeling, dude.
Oh,
big
shit.
things. That's some anime music. That was what's up.
What the fuck was that?
Play
Yo,
the anime.
Dane.
Play the anime.
Dane, when you hear that fucking song come on, will you stop it there and then start it here? Because that was some weird song. I don't want to get a copyright for that shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, so back to this. Yeah. It was only 23 seconds. So, yeah, fucking Alton, do your shit. We'll be there for you either way. You'll get that shit done for sure. We know it.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week. Peace.
See
Peace
ya.
out.